how are you today? I want to welcome you to class today. Today let's talk about stoichiometry, which is also called mole concept. Now, a lot of questions you will come across the calculation aspects in most chemistry exams. A bulk of them come from stoichiometry. If you're writing JAMB, most of the questions in your calculations in chemistry will come from this topic. And that is why it's important that you understand it. If you're writing WAEC or you're writing NECO exams or you're writing A-level exams, you are going to be carrying out your practical, your volumetric analysis, where you'll be reacting the acid with the base to give you salt and water, and you will be asked to calculate. You can be asked to calculate the concentration of either the acid or the base, or the number of moles of either of them, or the volume. You are going to make use of this particular set of formula that I'm going to be giving you. So if you can master this formula, you will be able to answer all of those questions. When you get your practicals in your chemistry, you won't have issues with them. Even for those that are in 100 level in the Nigerian universities, your first year in school, you are going to have to face this topic in your 100 level in chemistry. So it's very important that you understand it right now. Once you understand it, it is settled. Now, under this stoichiometry, I'm going to give you 5 different equations or formula that you're going to use. Once you can master those equations or formula, and then we will look at how can we apply them. Once you understand them, you will have no issues with stoichiometry. Come with me. So before we proceed, if you have not subscribed to our channel, do well to hit the subscribe button now. I want to appreciate every one of you that have subscribed to our channel. I also want to appreciate the returning viewers, those of you that have subscribed and you are coming back to the channel. Thank you very much. And for those of you that are first timers, remember to hit the notification bell so that you could be informed, notified when we post a new content, and do well to share this video with your friends. Thank you. Now, the first formula I would like us to look at is number of moles equal to mass over molar mass. Now the unit of number of moles is in mole, the mass is in gram, the molar mass is in gram per mole. It's very important that you make use of these units, because when you are writing theory exams, the units are very important. You must get the units correctly. Next, number of moles equals to molar concentration times volume. The number of moles in mole, the molar concentration, the unit is mole per dm³, or you can call it molarity. Molarity, that's another name for this molar concentration, and the symbol is capital M. So you will see some questions where you'll be given the concentration capital M. The meaning of that capital M, molar, it means molarity, which is the same as the concentration in mole per dm³. And your volume for this formula, the volume has to be in dm³. So I can summarize this formula as N equals CV. Number 3, I have molar concentration. Molar concentration is equals to mass concentration over molar mass. Molar concentration equals mass concentration over molar mass. The SI unit, or the unit for molar concentration, is mole per dm³ that I have stated earlier. Alright, mole per dm³ or molarity. The unit for mass concentration is gram per dm³. So this is in gram per dm³. So you could be asked to calculate the concentration of a substance in gram per dm³. it is the same thing as mass concentration. And of course, you have your molar mass, which is in grams per mole. Okay, so this is grams per mole, gram per dm cube, then mole per dm cube. Then the fourth formula I'll be giving is the Avogadro's constant. So you have 1 mole of a substance, 1 mole of gaseous substance is equal to 22.4 dm cube by volume. We can call this molar volume, and of course the last is 1 mole of a substance is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the power 23 atoms. So these last two equations are called the Avogadro's constant. They are constants. There are some questions they would just state these constants for you, so they expect you to know how to apply them, but they are constant. So let me go through again. Number of moles equals mass over molar mass. It's important that you know the unit. Then the number of moles equals molar concentration times volume. Then you have molar concentration equals mass concentration over molar mass. And then you have 1 mole of gaseous substance equals 22.4 dm cube by volume at STP. Okay? At STP, that is standard temperature and pressure. And then 1 mole of the substance has 6.02 times 10 to the power 23 atoms. Now, those are the equations. Now we are going to take a look at how can we apply this formula, these equations. Number one, let's see some examples. So the first thing you want to do, write out the parameters given how many moles. So what the question is asking us is the number of moles. Number of moles is unknown. In HCl present in 2.5 grams, so the mass given is 2.5 grams of HCl. So you need, now if you look at your formula, which of the equations has number of moles and mass? It is equation 1, where you have number of moles. So number of moles equals to mass over molar mass. So that means you need to calculate the molar mass of HCl, and that will be hydrogen is 1 times, there is only 1 hydrogen here, plus chlorine is 35.5, 1 times 35.5. So that will be 1 plus 35.5, that will be 36.5. Alright? And so you can now move forward to answer the question. So to get the number of moles, all you need to do is just divide the mass by molar mass. So number of moles is equals to mass, which is 2.5 grams over 36.5, which is the molar mass. And when you do your division, the number of moles is going to be molar mass 2.5 divided by this, you have 0.0685 moles. Because the question says how many moles, so our unit will be mole. Is that okay? Can you see that this mole is not up to 1 mole? That's why I'm not adding S, moles. Okay? It's not up to 1 mole. Now let's look at another example. Parameters given N is 2 moles, and then your V is 250 cm cube. We're asked to find C. The formula will be N equals CV, which is number of moles equals molar concentration times volume in dm cube. So our volume must be in dm cube, but the volume here is 250 cm cube, so you have to divide it by 1000 to convert it to dm cube. How do I know that I'm supposed to divide and not multiply? Because 1000 cm cube equals to 1 dm cube. So if I want to convert 250 cm cube equal to x, I cross multiply 250 times 1, 250 equals 1000 times x is 1000x. So I'll divide both sides by 1000, and my x is going to be 0.25 dm cube. Alright, so that is the volume. So they are now asking us for concentration. You just say N equals CV. Make C the subject. C will be N over V, and that will be, what's the number of moles? 2 moles divided by volume is 0.25. 2 divided by 0.25. So our number of our molar concentration is going to be 8. 8 moles per dmq. That is the answer. So, if 20 cm of ACl is completely neutralized by sodium hydroxide, calculate the volume of sodium hydroxide required to neutralize 0.05 mole per dmq of the acid if concentration of base is 0.101 mole per dmq. So, the solution, write down the parameters given. This is volume of acid Va is 20 cm3, completely neutralized by the base. Calculate the volume of sodium hydroxide. So Vb is what we have to find to neutralize this of the acid. So concentration of acid is 0.05 mole per dmq. If concentration of base, so our Cb is 0.01 mole per dmq. So there is one more parameter that we need to answer this question, but we can't get it without first writing a balanced equation. So the equation will be HCl plus sodium hydroxide. The product will be NaCl plus H2O. Let's try to balance. Sodium is 1, 1, chlorine is 1, 1, hydrogen is 2, oxygen is 1, 1. So equation balance. So 1 mole of this and 1 mole of this. Okay? So 1 ratio 1. 1 mole, 1 mole. So that means the number of mole of acid is 1. Number of mole of base is also 1. So what formula are we going to use? CAVA over CBVB equals to NA over NB. And the question is asking us to find VB. So we make VB subject of formula by cross multiplying. When you cross multiply, you have CA VA. So you have CA VA NB equals to CB VBNE, and you divide both sides by coefficient of VB, that is CBNA, CBNA. So our VB will be what? CAVANB over CBNA. Our VB will be what? So now we have to slot in the different values given. CA, our CA is 0.05 times VA is 20 times NB is 1 over our CB is 0.01 times our NA is 1. Now if you take note, I did not convert the cm cube of the volume to dm cube. Why? Because we are dealing with two volumes here and both are in cm cube. So the answer we are going to get now will be in cm cube. So in this kind of situation, you don't have to convert this, because if you convert this, then that means the value of the base will be the volume of the base you will get will be in dm cube, and you might have to convert back to cm cube. So most times you will be asked to give your volume in cm cube, so you have to leave it. So when we solve this here will give us 5. So 5 times 20, that will be 100 cm cube. So the volume of our base is 100 cm cube. So that is the amount of base that will be required to neutralize 20 cm cube of HCl. Now there are some questions where you will need to use any of you might need to use 2 or 3 of the equations. Alright, you might have to convert equation or combine equation 1 and 2 to solve a question, or any other 2 other equations. Now last, mass concentration is unknown. Molar concentration 0.25 mole per dm cube. Then we will need the molar mass of calcium trioxocarbonate. We need to calculate it. So given calcium is 40, carbon is 12, oxygen is 16. So your calcium trioxocarbonate will be 40 plus 12 plus 3 times 16, which is 48. 48 plus 12 is 60 plus 40, that is 100 gram per mole. Alright, so from here, you can now calculate. Remember, the formula is molar concentration equals to mass concentration over molar mass. So for us to get our mass concentration, we will have to cross multiply. So our mass concentration will be equal to molar concentration times molar mass. And that will be what was the molar concentration? 0.25 times the molar mass is 100. So if you multiply 1, 2, the answer will be 25 grams per dl3. That is the mass concentration of the substance. So that brings us to the end of the class. I want to believe you understood this, so you can attempt other questions. If you got value from this, please go to the comment section and just type in value, okay? And then you can ask your questions there. I will be right back to give you answers to the questions. I believe you got value, so share this video with your friends. My name is Coach Paul, and I am your tutor on this channel. See you in the next class. Bye for now.